Hello, lovely writers. I wanted to welcome you to a brand new feature that is going to be called Writerly Wednesday. That's right, every Wednesday, at least my time, I'm not sure when you're watching this, but on Wednesdays, I'm going to come here and talk all things writerly. What does writerly even mean? Well, I might be talking a little bit of information and a lot of inspiration. I might be talking about anything that's happening and the most up-to-date info that I have about the publishing industry, and it is changing so quickly, so it definitely benefits keeping yourself tapped in to that kind of conversation. We're going to focus sometimes on the benefit of craft upskill as opposed to practice upskill, and I have some definite opinions about that for sure. If you know me, you know that's true. We're going to talk about how to go from blocked to flowing. Another massive passion of mine, especially if you've heard of the live rounds of my course, Writers Flow, you will see that what I feel most passionately about is getting writers to go from that place where they feel hamstrung by all of this intellectual stuff and work on the craft, and getting them to a place where they understand and feel a great relationship with their own creative flow. And it is different for all of us. We're going to talk about mindset and some of the other tools. Even as I learn new tools, I want to share them with you, and maybe we can have conversations about what has worked for you and what hasn't. And I do want to save a little bit of a spot for the readerly life, meaning if we're writers, chances are we're also readers. And I feel very strongly about continuing to deliver what our readers might need. So yes, first draft, always for you. And if you've worked with me one-on-one, you know that I believe that quite strongly. However, eventually, the whole point of writing and that kind of communication is to deliver a message to a reader. And so we have to consider how what we are writing is going to land for the readers who need it. I believe that you have a story to tell, and it is time to tell it. And I want to come here every Wednesday and have a chat about how we can do it, how you can enjoy the time that you have with your writerly practice, even before you get to your finished manuscript and go for that publishing goal, whether that be traditional publishing or self-publishing. We're going to talk about all of those things for Writerly Wednesday. Of course, if you have any topics you think might be fun to cover, I would love to hear them. You can put them in the thread if you want. But rest assured, I've got lots of different places that I'm getting my finger on the pulse of what writers are looking to talk about, what helps keep them inspired to keep going, because we've all had that experience where sometimes it starts to feel like a slog, and or that we're writing in the fog and we're not exactly sure what we're writing for, whom we're writing for, or whether we should keep doing this caper. I feel that you do need to be doing this. If you feel compelled to be thinking about writing, then you deserve to spend the time and energy doing that craft. I mean, I'm a reader at heart, and I want to read your story. So join me here, Writerly Wednesdays, whether it's in Facebook or a newsletter or somewhere else, or maybe you're seeing this ages after it was originally recorded. That's okay too. Just know that we are going to start an ongoing conversation. You know, so much of writing is actually a solo endeavor, meaning it's you and the page or you and that computer. But it doesn't need to be. And in fact, it's the writers who reach out and find a sort of a community, or at least a place to go where they are diving into outside of their own head and their own heart to keep themselves tapped into a collective energy of inspiration and tools and what's happening in this world. They are the ones that are able to stay in it for the long haul and really reap the rewards. I often put out the meme that says the key to success in writing is just 3 things: perseverance, perseverance, perseverance. And I don't mean to say it's easy, but it is that simple. All of these successful writers that I know started and ended there, with persevering with their dream, knowing that they had something to say, a story to tell, and that they were ready to commit themselves to telling that story, even if it took longer than they thought, even if they didn't have all the answers figured out before they started, even if sometimes it flowed and sometimes it felt like it was stilted. They kept going. That perseverance will serve you well. And I would love to have you here so that we can help refill that cup so you feel like you've got the energy to keep going, because you deserve to keep going to get your story out. That's it for now. Any questions or comments, please put them below. I'm so glad that you are here. If you know of any writers who are established writers who want to feel reinvigorated, or maybe they're emerging writers, or somebody who's only said, oh, I was thinking about writing a book, please share this page and share about Writerly Wednesdays so that they too can benefit from some of the conversations that we're going to start to have here. Until next time, see you.